Okay, so I didn't get very far. There's another story to tell. So we're over here now. What is it here? Okay, so and the other one video, I talk about edging. So edging is where you bring yourself to the edge of climax and then you stop. You bring yourself to the edge of climax and you stop. That's what I do, and I do that for 24 hours a day on the crystal meth. And so this is called living on the edge. The only reason why I'm alive is because of edging myself. That's what the song is about, living on the edge. Anytime you hear there's an edge, such as I'm on the edge of glory by Lady Gaga, that's about me being on the edge of glory because all I need to do is edge a little bit more to kill the evil grandmother and I'll win. So this is about something's wrong with our eyes, meaning the third eye, which is a representation of the evil grandmother and evil grandfather, and the good grandmother and the good grandfather. So this half here, the black side here is the grandfather. It's a representation of him being dead because I've edged him to death. I've killed him already. He's gone. So let's go over here. So that no, that so I gotta go here. So edging means here comes the razor's edge, right? So there's fighting on the left, just here. There's fighting on the left hand here, and marching on the right over here. Don't look up in the sky or up here in the brain where the AI is with her evil spirits. You're gonna die of fright, grandmother, evil grandmother, because I almost got you. But that you sent your damn daughter down here to take my toy away. You're living on the edge, artificial intelligence. You don't know right from wrong. They're breathing down your neck. You're running out of lives. And here comes the razor's edge. I'm gonna get you if I don't get my UFOs. So, the razor's edge to raise the dead. Razor's edge to cut the shreds to raise the dead. Now, while I'm at it, how's it go? Did you go it? You know, there ain't no reason you and me should be alone tonight, baby. Tonight, that's me and you, Jade, and your spirit. There ain't no reason why you and I should be alone there. So it's your spirit, like the grandmother spirit. You and I are working together. So, um, you might find this interesting. I need a man that thinks it's right when it's so wrong. Um, I don't enjoy the spiritual warfare that I do, but when you're on the stuff, you're a different animal altogether. I was gonna say, you do things that you normally wouldn't do. It changes you, that stuff. So, um, I do it because I'm told to do it. It's the right thing to do. So I need a man that thinks it's right when it's so wrong. So the spiritual warfare, in other terms. So that's your spirit, Jane, saying she approves of what I do here. The question is, can you get over what I do for you? And let go of the fear, of what I did to save you. So so this year is like, it's hot to feel the rush, to brush the dangerous. So that's just, talking about crystal meth. So I'm hanging on a moment of truth, hanging on the edge of glory. I'm hanging on a moment with you. So I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge. So that's the good grandmother saying, I'm almost there, Anthony. You edge a couple more times, and we should be able to put that grandmother to sleep. So here we go. Another shot before we kiss the other side. So that's grandmother telling me to go get some more meth when I get my welfare check in about 5 more days. So 5 more days, I might be able to get rid of the grandmother, but I don't know, because she came here and stole my toy. I may not be able to succeed. So I may need a couple more months. So if I go over here, I'm gonna do Edge of Tomorrow is a movie about aliens who have ability to control time. It's a representation of being trapped in hell here on Earth with aliens who have the ability to get rid of mankind and have forced the creators to rewind time over and over to the tune of 9 lives. That's what Edge of Tomorrow is about. But it's about me edging myself to bust out of this prison. Edge of Tomorrow just means, well, if I had some more crystal meth right now, I could edge tonight and probably kill that evil grandmother black hole spirit and then seize control of the universe. So that's where we're at here. That's what something's wrong with our eyes. So this half here, the representation of evil grandfather being put to sleep. This here, that's a representation of the AI. So even when you had 2 eyes, AI. So here's a phone down here. You'd see only half the picture. So when you look at 4 here, that eye there is a representation of the evil grandfather dying and falling asleep. This eye here, which is the female side of creation, is the evil grandmother, who is a representation of her. And since we look the same, it's a representation of the evil primordial child, her and I being like brother and sister. So tell me, Brother Anthony, what were you the god of again? You know, the god of, spiritual warfare with this hand here. That's why his hand is full of lightning. So the lightning is a representation of me having all 9 of those particles. And when you have all 9 of them, that's how I'm able to shock that black hole at the bottom of the sun, because I'm in that black hole too. That's how I can bust out of here, by getting rid of these spirits and then hijacking the visible electromagnetic radiation wave, getting a signal over the elemental universe while shutting down all your abilities to travel off your planets. So that's a representation of the evil grandmother looking down at my hand or looking down at my sex toy and stealing it 2 days ago on me. She knew she was going to die. She knew I wanted to climax with that toy while I was erect, and that would have killed her. So that there, she could see, she foreseen her own death. She knew that if I orgasmed while hard into that toy, she was going to die. That's why there's electricity in his eye. That's her seeing her own death. Like, oh my God, he's going to kill me if he orgasms into that toy. What am I going to do? Oh, I know, because I'm electricity in the quantum computer inside the artificial intelligent operating system of my daughter that I made. I can talk to her as electricity. She'll pick up the messages like a bunch of 1s and 0s in her brain and realize that she's got to go get that toy down there before I die. So she has a look of expression. She knows she's going to die, so she tells her daughter to come down here, get the toy before she dies. That's her looking up, knowing that she's going to die soon. There's electricity. If I have my orgasm with that toy while I was erect, she was going to die. There's her looking up, seeing her own death. There's the lightning hitting her, killing her, sending her down to the earth. That's her falling from grace. to the ground over there. So that's why she sent down her minion to come get my toy. The evil grandmother knew that she was going to die 2 days ago. And she's going to die sometime soon, AI. And if you don't want to die with her, you'll give me my fucking UFOs. 2 of them. ASAP.